So my two brothers came over to my house, and my younger brother just bought this 2016 Z06, and we're going to take it to the racetrack. My friend wanted to take his '03 mineral gray Terminator Cobra down to the track as well. We're both going to do some passes in the car, and we had done some changes since the last time we went. It was running low 13s because the belt was slipping. We put a smaller supercharger belt on it. We put a adjustable clutch cable and firewall adjuster on it and adjusted the MGW shifter, and he did an IRS bushing kit in the car. So it should not wheel hop as much, and still with drag radials it's going to skip a little bit, but we're going to go see how it runs now. And the Z06 looking good, Terminator Cobra looking good. It was a really fun time to cruise down together. What a beautiful time.
It's cruising down the highway here. Those fog lights on the Cobra actually look pretty darn good. That is a nice looking car. When you really look at it, that's beautiful.
For 10 grand. Not 10. As long as she's okay with it. 50, 90. We're doing 80 miles an hour. Last year. Wait a minute.
So we got there to Vegas, to the racetrack. I love coming here. And we did the tech inspection. We had to show proof of registration and insurance because this event is a street car thing. It's really cool. Great event they do. $25 to race your car all night. And we borrowed my brother's DeWalt air compressor, which was really nice because we could drop the pressure down in the tires. I put it down at 18 PSI, and then we could pump the tires back up with it and drive home. So that was really nice of Danny Johnson to let me borrow his DeWalt air compressor tool. And so we got the car ready to go, and the first run's going to be against my brother's Z06. And last time I was wheel hopping so bad I couldn't do a burnout. I couldn't launch in first gear very good, and it was belt slipping. So we'll see how it goes on this one now. So this pass is me driving. Let's see if it'll do a burnout without wheel hopping. So since the last time I came, they changed the lighting system. It used to be 2 blue dots on top for a pre-stage and then 2 bottom dots lit up when you staged. And now it's 1 circle with a half moon that's blue, and then the bottom half goes blue. So it's only 1 light, so it kind of messed me up, but I got it figured out. So that pass, I did a 13.1 at like 98. It would have been a 12-second pass. I was really hitting each gear awesome. It launched pretty good. It spun a little bit and wheel hopped coming out of the hole. But, I hit first real good, went through second, hit third, and then at about 5,000, 6,000 RPM in third, the car just shut down. Like it was as if I hit a rev limiter. And with my orange Cobra, when you hit the rev limiter on the stock tune, it just shuts everything down for a second and then it comes back alive. And that's what happened here. It's just like I completely lost all fuel pressure, and then I got back into it and it came alive again, but it cost me a second or two. So that would have been definitely a 12-second pass. And so I don't know what happened, and I was trying to figure it out. And so I thought I'd do another pass and see if it clears out or if it was just a glitch. I thought maybe I'll shift a little earlier I don't know what was going on. And as for the Z06, my brother had it in manual mode on accident, so it just went through first gear and just didn't do anything after first. And so he had to figure out what was going on with that. But he's a really good driver. He did a best of 11.6 that night with a stock Z06, stock tires, everything. And there was a built-up white Z06 you'll see here that I took some video of. And he had drag radials and everything. I don't know what else he had done to it. And he ran 11.0 best. So pretty good for my brother to be able to drive that car so well.
What he's doing, he's bogging out of the hole. He's going to have to get more into
Again, it started cutting out on me pretty bad. You can hear it. See, listen.
What he's doing, he's bogging out of the hole. He's going to have to get more into
So you could hear the car just fall on its face a couple times. And that's so frustrating because, you know, launched decent, got a 2.1 60 foot. Usually with drag radials, I would get around a 2-second 60 foot. So that was about normal, even with some wheel hop. But it would just cut out on me right halfway through the pull. So it's very frustrating. And I got back into fourth gear at the end of the track, and I did a pull in it just to check air-fuel ratio and everything. It was 11.5, you know, that's about right where it should be. And, you know, it wasn't running lean or doing anything, so I'm suspecting the FPDM is overheating or the Kenny Bell booster pump's having a problem. So I thought this time I'll just shift early and just see if I can get a clean A to B pass out of it. So you can hear first and second gear went fine, but as soon as I got into third, it started breaking up again pretty bad. And it was frustrating because my friend thought I was like missing a gear or messing up. You know, he wanted to see a 12. I wanted to see a 12 out of the car, but you can hear it breaking up. So my friend said, let me give it a try. And I said, yeah, go ahead. I want you to see what it's doing. So it was breaking up in every gear. Brother did a 12.8. That was pretty good. Yeah, because that's what it's doing, is it's cutting fuel.
what's it called, a booster?
So there's the hop switch end, ripped out. It was just laying in there, and the hop switch was like that, down in here. So I think it's fuel cut out.
This blue coyote is from my hometown, and so it's fun to watch him. So we decided to just watch the races from here on out. So here's some sick passes from my brother. Man, that thing sounds good. This GT500 had a parachute on it. I think the long burnout puts it into a limp mode. That's what I've heard about the dual clutch autos on these, that 7-speed. It's really not made for drag racing.
Yeah, because I could see it's white on the inside of the doors. Yeah, it is. But is having a problem. Close. I would have been if it didn't cut out on me.
I think you would have.
I know. Yeah.
What was your speed?
I have it was like 98. So because it cut me off, it should have been 115. Yeah, it would have been. It was a few seconds it was off. But, you know, I was like, oh man.
I think last time we were running at 120.
No, we didn't trap 120. We 1360. The 60-foot should be a good one with radials is under 2 seconds or right at 2 seconds. That's what I always got.
What were you getting?
That was a 2.1. So it was pretty good for what it was, with wheel hopping and. .1 at 125. Well, they changed the lighting system too. Did you see the staging lights? Yeah. I was waiting for a second set, but it's a half moon on top and bottom.
So this is my brother again, and I love how it sounds between shifts. I think it's the torque reserve of the automatic kind of makes it pop.
Yes, but usually it's faster if you just leave it in normal drive mode.
It was cool to see this silver GT, just like the one I have. That one's probably an 01 to 03. Mine's an 04, but you can see they had some problem staging too. I mean, everybody's got to learn, so it was kind of fun. I was standing next to a group of guys there that looked like they were with all these Mustang people, so, you know, everyone having a good time and having fun. And this GT is, you know, probably just a bolt-on car running in the 14s. That's about usually what a 2-valve does. So pretty clean Fox body with bullet wheels, ran a 1530. So even the drag radials on this car would give it an advantage over my brother's 11.6, and so it shows how good my brother did compared to this. I like seeing this Coyote because these cars are getting old enough now that people are getting them and really racing them and stuff. You know, they're more affordable and younger people are picking them up. It's kind of how I was with my Bullet back in the day. My Bullet was about 10 years old when I bought it and started racing it, and this Coyote is about 10 years old now. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, these cars as time goes on. You see them get a little more worn out, the paint starts fading and stuff, but people are enjoying them and they're a great platform. And I'll point out that the Terminator, even breaking up, ran the same time as this Coyote. So here's a couple of Hellcat Durangos, and I'm guessing these people know each other. Funny to see a pair of matching vehicles going down the strip. So which lane do you have your money on? Left lane, right lane? It could be anybody's race. They're out here twinning it. Actually surprised to see a couple gt350s out tonight. Pretty fun. Now this is a 526 horse car, probably with upgrades, and it's running low 13s like the Cobra that's not running as good. to say I see a lot of Mopars here every year, and they are definitely representing, and they are awesome cars, running good, sounding good. Here's another GT350. This one was magnetic gray, just like the one my friend had, so cool to see this car here. They sound so good going down the track, and with an electric Tesla you can really hear it because it's basically a solo sound run. But these are really road race cars, not drag cars. You can hear him wheel hopping a lot. The S550s are independent rear suspension cars, so you can hear them wheel hop like that. That can't snap an axle. Here's the black GT350 again, and you can hear us talking about them being track cars.
One of these guys turned a 1308, one turned a 1334. I saw the 1308.
So everybody laughs when they see a little smart car getting ready to stage, and sometimes people have these things done up and they're fast, so it could be a surprise. We'll see what it does here. Okay, so this wasn't a surprise fast smart car, and it was racing a Toyota Tacoma and still got whooped pretty hard. The Tacoma ran a 1784 and the smart car ran a 20. We're just trying to think of every issue that could possibly be there. This is the radio noise suppressor, and I've heard of these wires touching the firewall or arcing or something really random. Like I read that recently on one of the Facebook pages or forum that somebody had that on the back of the engine and it was like causing issues with the car running. So I don't know if that's it, but we'll just look at everything. I'm suspecting the FPDM, Black 306 had the really good upgraded FPDMs you could buy, which I have on my Bullet when I did a Terminator fuel tank and dual pumps and Kenny Bell booster pump on my car. My brother did the same on his yellow 04 Cobra. He has the black 306 box in there. So it might be that FPDM, which is fuel pump driver module, is just overheated. Maybe it's overworked by that Kenny Bell booster pump and it's causing an issue. Could be that the booster pump is putting enough voltage to those pumps that they're dying out. Maybe the pumps are getting weak and then they're not liking that extra voltage surge. So it could be a variety of things. You know, we did take out the PPRV in the fuel tank. And it's like a check valve, and that usually can cause trouble with shifting. You shift to the next gear and it cuts out for a second. But we've already done that in the tank, and you know, air fuel ratio is where it should be, so everything seems okay, but we're just gonna have to figure this out. So, you know, it's a fun trip to the racetrack. Regardless, we had a great time. You know, it's too bad when you get down there and have a problem and can't race anymore, but that's, you know, part of it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.